All right, today I'm going to give you a walkthrough of our mobile banking app and show you some of the flexibility and power that we bring to the table. So on the iOS device, I've got the app installed. So I just tap the icon, shows the splash screen, gives us an opportunity to confirm that I'm not a robot coming in. So I'm going to mark all those palm trees, hopefully get all of those right. Notice that it is using the biometrics of the device and check the Face ID to confirm that it truly was myself. Now I get the list of accounts as I log in. That's the first thing that I see. And then also on my screen, I've got our navigation menu. I have a notification bell, and I have the logo at the top. At the bottom, I've got a tray that allows me to do additional functionality on that particular feature, and that changes on each feature. So I can drill in and look at transaction history on an account. So I'll tap on an account, and if there are transaction items to see, they will show up on the list. If I need to jump back to my main account list, I can just tap the logo. Drill back in and see transaction history on an account that has some, and then jump back to my account list. Under my menu, I've got a number of things. We have a full feature set, including the accounts list, as you've already seen. We have full support for bill pay. We have loan payment capabilities, transfer features, account services, remote deposit capability, ability for myself to do self-service with my profile. I've got card control capabilities, secure message actions that I can perform. I've got a money center where I can see budgeting and various other pieces of information where we aggregate data from other financial institutions. I've got the ability to perform a person-to-person transaction. And then if I log in as a commercial customer, I also then have some commercial features that are set up for me. I can also drill in and look at my ATM and other branch locations in the locations option. So that's an overview of the menu. At the top, it shows a bigger version of my logo, as well as a welcome message to whoever is logged in this case, the user Albert Crow. So in my menu, as mentioned, I can drill into one of the features and functions. If I go to, let's say, bill pay in this case, I've got a menu of kind of sub-functions that I can look at. The primary function we always highlight, and typically it's at the top. And so what is typically the most popular action to perform in that sub-function menu, in this case, it's make a payment. So I can select that, and then I can walk through the process of setting up a payment to go to a particular vendor, and just walk through that process, including the vendor, the account to pay from, the dollar amount, the send date, the frequency, and so forth. I can do a similar process with a transfer. I can come in and say I want to make a transfer, or I can see pending transfers, those that I've already set up, and possibly to cancel one or make a modification on one. I can add an external account. It's a feature that we offer in our mobile app, and I can manage those external accounts. So we'll go back out to the menu. Mobile deposit is a feature that we offer, and the process of capturing a check and getting that submitted and deposited. We offer several features where I can perform self-service. I can change my username. I can change my password. I can set two-factor authentication up. I can change my email, phone number, mailing address, and each one of these features and functions is an alternative feature. So in other words, if that's something that your institution doesn't want to offer, then we can flag that feature off. Secure message allows me to send a message to the institution, and they can reply to me so we can have a dialogue, and it's sent securely, and so the information can include some private information if needed. Under the Money Center, I can come in and set up budgets and transaction. I can look at transaction history. I can add accounts. I can see my spending graph and so forth. Under the commercial option, I've got my ACH batch list, I've got ACH history, and I have wires. In addition, I can do some sub-user management. So if one of my additional users gets locked out, I can come in, take a look at that user, and if needed, unlock the user. So significant features and functions available in the product. A very popular item is to make a loan payment. Again, notice that in that feature set, we highlight the most popular action. So making a normal loan payment, and again, it's a similar process. I select the account I'm paying from. I select the account that I'm wanting to make the payment on. And then I indicate the payment amount. If there are additional fees or additional costs, then I can come in and customize the dollar amount, or else we pull in the current next payment amount. Then I can process the payment. If it all looks good, it'll perform the transaction and give me that immediate feedback. Other loan transactions that we have available, we can make a principal-only payment. We can take a loan advance on a line of credit, or we can pay that line of credit back to zero, and various other features and functions for each account type.